Hi, I'm Meridian, the elf in your internet, and I'm making 30 videos in 30 days to learn how to make YouTube videos. Over the last couple of days, we covered motivation, so I think it's about time we talk about implementation. What is it that is essential to making a video? Obviously, there's audio, video, and then there's whatever the idea is. When it comes to audio, we're thinking, like, have I maximized quality? Do I need music for this, or do I need sound effects? And I guess that comes down to also like you can train your voice to improve it if you're doing a video like this anyway, or anything with like commentary. Those are the things that are sort of essential for audio. And video, it's like, well, at the very minimum, you can just have a picture. I mean, there are some videos on YouTube which are like music, like 1 hour music video, and then it'll just have a static picture in the background and you listen to the audio, right? So that's technically viable. So you can just have like a picture, or you can go as far as like a highly edited or even like rendered animation or something like that. You can go real hard with it if you really wanted to. I think what level you need is actually going to be dependent on what it is that you're trying to get across. So what's the idea? With the idea, it's like, what is valuable about this video? What's the value proposition for the viewer? What are they going to get out of this video? Is it just for entertainment? Is it going to be funny? Or are they going to learn something? Those are the kinds of things that we need to be thinking about here. And when we're talking about those kinds of things, we're also thinking about, who is this for? Like, what is this? Who am I going to show this to? Who do I expect to watch this video? And from there, what do I expect them to take away from it? So I think what we should do is, let's look at the first 2 videos that I made these last 2 days, and see how I did on those 3 things and what we can do to improve. Let's iterate. Let's do one iteration. So I rewatched the first 2 videos at 2 times speed. So in a lot of ways, these videos, including this one, are really on the minimal side. So I've got a static background. I'm moving in front of it, so that's a little bit above minimum. But there's no music. It's just my voice. And so it's really, on audio, it's just me. On video, it's also just me. So this is a talking head video, okay? So there's not a whole lot going on here. But that's intentional, right? I'm doing that because there's value to it, in that by making it as simple as possible, it's encouraging me to make the videos, it's making them easier to make, that kind of thing. So there's definitely like a reason behind that. And so that's what's important. We need to figure out like what makes making this video smart, right? What else can we look at? Speaking of audio and how it's only just me, when I'm talking, oh man, looking back at it, it's tough. There's lots of filler where I'm saying or ah or sometimes I just say or and then hang on to it. That's because I'm working on the sentence still in my head. I'm planning where I'm going next in this conversation, and I need a little time to work it out in my head. Now, how can I improve at that? I think obviously we could practice just leaving dead air. I could just like not talk for a second while I think about what to say. That might be an improvement. At the very least, I could cut that out a little easier. Another thing that I can do is to just sort of plan what I'm doing. What am I going to say next, right? I need some kind of guide. So for this video, I've written little bullet points. And the bullet points are kind of helping, but also it's just like I'm still somewhere in between the bullet points and trying to figure out what I want to say next. I don't want to quite have to write out an entire script, but maybe that's something I should try to. I could just write a script and then read it, which would be, I'm a fairly decent writer, so it's essentially just reading my own writing. I don't like the idea of that very much. It feels a little bit, it's not really disingenuous, because it's still my genuine thoughts. It doesn't feel very personable, I guess. So I want I kind of just want the ability to sort of sit down and have a face-to-face chat, you and me, and I'll just tell you what I'm thinking about, and that's sort of my goal here. I want this to feel like I'm trying to work this problem out with you. If I have a script and I've already planned ahead what I'm going to say really detailed, then it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like I'm just presenting some information to you. And I am kind of presenting some information to you, but I want us to work it out together. I want you to see my brain ticking, because that's, I think, the important part of this process. So what else about the first two videos? My train of thought is scattered and slow is what I wrote down. Well, that's because I don't know what I'm saying next. I know what I'm trying to get to. I know what my goals are overall over the course of the video, but I don't literally have every sentence planned out. Hopefully this video is a little bit better, but I don't know yet. A part of me says, well, oh, that's just how I talk. I always make a lot of time in the middle of my sentence because I'm pretty picky choosy about the words that I like to use. I don't like to reuse words too many times in a conversation. I want to try and vary my vocabulary a little bit. And I tend to be one of those people who uses larger words. So in some sense, I feel okay about the idea that I have to pause here and there to think about what it is I want to say next, because I know that I'm working up some large words somewhere in my brain. But just because that's how I talk doesn't mean that it's something I should be satisfied with. Like, maybe that is how I talk, but can it be improved? Maybe I could be better at talking just in general. This could be something that I could just improve in overall in life, not really just for the sake of videos. I think it'd be better if I could just think all these things straight out my mouth. I want to translate my thoughts into words more smoothly. I think those are the main takeaways from the first two videos. There's also, like, should I have music over this? I think my decision right now is I don't want to at the moment. This might just be because I watched those videos back at 2x speed, but I thought that them being just my voice and no music was a good move. I think for now the music would just kind of be a little distracting. Would I prefer a better background? Probably, yes, but it might be a little bit too much effort for what it's worth at the moment. One thing I could do is to put some things on screen. Like, for example, here, right now, I'll put up my bullet points that I wrote for this video so that you can see what I was going to talk about and then compare it to what I actually did talk about. And hopefully that'll be helpful for you. So things like that, it'll be a little more helpful if I'm putting something up on screen, and it'll make things a little more interesting. The last thing I wanted to say about today's video, this third video today, is that up until now, those first two videos I recorded the day prior to uploading them. This one, I'm recording very early in the morning before it's to be uploaded today. That's weird. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where in the day to fit this. I think maybe I should play less video games. Yesterday I spent like a couple of hours playing RimWorld, and maybe if I didn't do that, I could have had this video already. Yeah, this scheduling part seems to be more of a problem than I expected. I'm not really the kind of person who has a lot going on most of the time. I pretty much just have like my job and then whatever I feel like doing that day. Still, I'm feeling a little pressured for time because there's kind of a lot of things that go into it. I've got to make a thumbnail, I've got to record the video, got to have a script, well, whatever counts as a script for these videos. I have to know what I'm going to talk about. And then I've got to come up with a title and actually get it uploaded and then remember to write a tweet about it later today. I think that's going to be the gist of it for today. So I appreciate you coming by and watching this. And let me know if you have any tips or thoughts in the comments. I've been Meridian, the elf in your internet. Bye-bye. See you next time. See you tomorrow.